Yo, what's up guys, The Insane Gamefreak here, and I'm here to bring you a discussion about women and anime women. If I haven't heard the fat guy, you're a loser, have been to animated cartoons, bullshit already, this video should put me in that hole. And you know what? All fucking day. All fucking day. Okay, so now we've gotten all the ignorant motherfuckers out of the room. Let's get into the conversation. So essentially what this discussion is, it's kind of sparked off of something that happened a while ago. I think it was during the last, around the Kaya marriage drama episode where he would say stuff in Bakuman when that was airing. And I remember me getting into like this mode where I wanted to like talk about anime girls and what traits in anime girls and what animated girl is probably the closest to a girl's personality that you would like to fuck with in real life. And I think I mentioned in the review that mine is Kaya, which is kind of shocking, but I'll go into that in a second. So this discussion really is for the guys and the girls. Which anime girl or guy has a personality to the closest to the type of personality you would want in like a relationship partner, like a potential husband or wife? That's what this discussion is. Now I said mine's is Kaya. Now the first question is, people are probably gonna go, you being such a huge One Piece fan, you would think that the type of girl who would be the closest to the type of girl I want to fuck with in real life would be a One Piece chick. And no, that is not the case. Why? Because the first thing is One Piece girls have a lot of gimmicks to them, which I know that's the way Oda does his girls, but I'm not a huge fan. I don't mind quirks, but I don't need quirks either. The other problem is just none of the girls click. I think the closest girls that probably would click is either Hancock, Robin, or Shirahoshi. Shirahoshi to me is just too fucking timid, and there's just no way. And here's the thing people need to understand about me. A lot of people would say I'm the guy who likes the timid girls, even though that's why me and J-Man kind of cross paths when it comes to favorite females, because most of the girls I like in shows are usually the shy ones. Like in Naruto, I like Hinata. In One Piece, I like Shirahoshi. I like Robin. And I tend not to like the loudmouth women. I think I have a few exceptions, like Hancock, Tsukiyomi, Konoe from Mayo Chiki. Like, I have my exceptions, but most of the time I like the shy girls. Whereas Jay's more of a fan of like the loud women. And here's my thing, and I think this just has something to do with my upbringing, the reason why I'm not a huge fan of loud women. And this isn't me bashing women. This is just kind of telling you why my preference in certain anime girls, in terms of favorite anime character, female anime characters, kind of correlates to the type of girls I like. Because I would, honestly, in real life, I prefer shy girls over loud girls. Why? Because loud girls, I feel like, are trying too hard half the fucking time, and have this overly condescending way of speaking to you. For example, I'm not a huge fan. Honestly, I'll tell you right now, if people ask me who my least favorite Straw Hat is, it's probably Nami. Why? Because Nami represents a lot of things I can't stand in women today. The fucking extortionist side of it, being a bitch, looking like a whore, and a lot of people are like, oh, Nami doesn't look like a whore. Really? Nami doesn't look like a whore. Would you fuck with a girl who only wears a fucking bra? Really? We all know this is some bullshit. If this was some real life shit, this is bull. This is bull. This is bull. Sorry, that's just my little Nami bashing, but the whole thing is like Nami's personality is just very fucking annoying to me sometimes. So like, honestly, I think her jokes are like the stalest for me, because they're her being a bitch jokes, and I'm not a huge fan of that. That's just me. I'm not a huge fan of the women who like to overly put you down for just being goofy and shit. That's why I didn't really like Sakura at the beginning of Naruto. That's why I'm not a huge I'm not a huge fan of tsundere girls. Like, and I mean, I'm not saying I hate tsunderes. I mean, I have my exceptions for tsunderes. I just can't stand a lot of them sometimes, because they're on this whole angry at you for dumb shit reason, and then they're just like, and then they want to show their affection through violence. Like, that just seems retarded. Like, I don't know any guy, I don't understand why guys would be into a girl who shows her affection through violence. And then you have the other side of the spectrum, which is the moe, shy, quiet girls like Hinata or Shirahoshi. You know, Shirahoshi's more of a crybaby than a shy girl. Well, she's shy purely because she's been locked in a tower for 10 years. And it's like, those girls have their self-confidence issues, but that's about it. They have the biggest problem with shy moe girls is really the lack of confidence. Where I have with the fucking tsundere chicks, where it's like, I'm so overly confident, I'm right about everything, I'm gonna talk over you. Like here's the problem. There are problems with both sides. It's like, if you with a tsundere chick, you and her are gonna be arguing until the morning ends, and you're probably gonna have to lose the fucking argument just because you know you have to be the bigger person about it. The fact that everything needs to be controlled with her. I don't like that whole concept of we gonna have a yelling contest and I'm gonna win anyway because I can hold out and I can be on some bullshit and I can lock shit out of my mind. I don't like that. I don't fucking like that. Now, a lot of people would argue that chicks like that, at least they're the type of girls who would say what's on their mind, and y'all can respect that. The problem I have with it is that it gets to the point where these type of chicks are the ones who are more prone to try to be everything in the relationship. And when I say everything in the relationship, I literally mean she wants to be the fucking girlfriend, the boyfriend, the provider, every damn thing. So you're just kind of sitting there like a fucking trophy. No. Now, you're shy girls. The problem with them is you probably won't grow as a person here. With tsundere girls, there's a possibility of it, which is more likely just gonna be like you being annoyed and kind of getting stressed out on some bullshit. The thing is that the thing about quiet girls that are kind of annoying is the fact that because she would be so quiet and timid, like Hinata, if you were to marry a girl like Hinata, it'd be kind of annoying because Hinata isn't necessarily a girl who stands up for herself a lot. She takes a lot of abuse for no reason sometimes. It's kind of frustrating to see a girl just put up with a whole bunch of shit for no reason. It's like you respect her to a point if she had to, but just because she's taking the abuse, you're not a fan of that. Some guys just aren't fans of girls who don't stick up for themselves because it shows that they're kind of have no backbone. But here's my thing. The problem, I think it's a lot harder to get a girl to come off her high horse than it is to get a girl to build her. I think it's easier to build confidence than to lower it. Especially with someone who's already so goddamn cocky and egotistical. But now that I've mentioned all these things, I should get back to Kaya. Because I said Kaya to me is probably the closest is the closest in terms of personality that I would like to have in a girlfriend. Kaya to me is technically a tsundere. If you take Bakuman, she's probably the tsundere out of all the girls, which is like, what, 3 damn girls? So 3 main girls anyway. But the thing about Kaya is that Kaya, even being a tsundere chick, is a very supportive tsundere chick. If anyone's watched Bakuman, you know for a fact, Kaya is one of the most supportive female, is probably the most supportive female in that damn show. She's always helping, she's always trying to help ink some papers for fucking, for Psycho at the beginning when, before they got assistants, She was helping to ink papers. She was always trying to support Takagi. And the thing about me is that for me, when it comes to a girl, I like a girl who's a mixture of both. A girl who knows when to act like a girl, and then a girl who's, doesn't take shit off you. The problem I have with fucking tsundere-ish girls like Sakura or Nami is that they want to be on some tomboy shit. Nami not so much because Nami's a whore. But I'm going to get so much hate from Nami fans. I mean, as I said, I prefer Robin than Nami, so it doesn't even fucking matter. But my whole thing is that with Kaya to me is a really good balance of being supportive but strong. I think the only thing about Kaya I don't like the fact that she seems to not have her own life, and that's the other problem. That's the only other. That's why I say she's the closest, because a lot of girls are on this fucking a man has to do everything for me mentality, and that's not. And my thing is, I kind of want to fuck with a girl who you know who wants to achieve and better herself, not necessarily just so she can improve her dominance over me, but just for her. You know, I'm not saying you have to be selfish about everything, but you should care about where you're going. Period. And with Kaya, that's the only part she's lacking in. But in terms of like a basic personality, she has pretty much the balance between caring but caring but fucking strong. I don't want a girl who will take every piece of shit off me, because at that point it's not a relationship. That's me abusing her emotionally at that point, and she's just taking it like a bitch for no reason. And then you have the other end of the spectrum where she wants to fucking abuse me. And that's actually the difference between the two, honestly. You have the shy girls who take the abuse, and you have the strong girls who dish out the abuse. And you have two options against certain girls. With shy girls, it's kind of hard because you don't know how to gauge it. But then when you look at the strong girls, you don't know how to gauge it with the strong girls either. And the reason why I'm probably more prone to shy girls is purely just because I live in the South. I'm African American. I'm around a lot of African American women. No offense, and this is nothing against black women specifically, but y'all are like the most stereotypically well known for the whole I am the shit mentality, which honestly pisses me the fuck off. This is why I can't stand egotistical chicks, because I'm so fucking tired of that fucking mentality where I am the shit, you can't touch me, and everything I say is right mentality. I'll give you a pure cut example of a character like that. It's actually from Medaka Box. I cannot stand Medaka from Medaka Box's main personality, because she has that exact fucking problem where she's on some fucking godlike complex shit. I cannot stand girls who are like that, where they think they're on some fucking Jesus shit. Literally, Medaka is an exaggeration of the type. It's like a ridiculous exaggeration of. Well, actually, not that much of an exaggeration of the type of girls I can't stand with that shit. Tsundere girls are more likely to be this. Mind you, most tsundere girls are just very loud and abusive for no fucking reason. Also are very stupid and ignorant. Most shy girls really understand how everything works. It's just more of they're very prone not to do anything if they're in trouble. That's just the problem. They don't have a backbone. But at least I could say shy girls are smart. Most tough girls, tsundere girls, are just like stupid. Like how Sakura was at the beginning. It's like she had book sense, but she had no common sense. Which is what pisses me off about characters like Sakura. Because she was always on this if anyone remembers the first few episodes of Naruto, she had to like, she would talk down and talk shit to Naruto and not ever fucking think about how the nigga grew up. And what pisses me off even more is that she used to say shit like, he doesn't have any parents. He's a spoiled brat. She used to call him a child, but knew that he had no parents. It's like, how do you have the book sense to understand chakra networks and in the ninja world, but you don't understand the basics of what the fuck that's like to grow up without any parents? Like, you couldn't put yourself in his shoes for 5 fucking seconds. That's the kind of personality Sakura originally had that pisses me the fuck off. And Hinata's first impression was literally, Naruto, do your best. She was like his silent cheerleader. And considering the nigga had a rough life as a child, automatically I'm going to gravitate towards her. That's just, because people always wonder, well, like, why do you prefer Hinata over Sakura? It's like, because Sakura was a bitch. She was a bitch. She still kind of is a bitch, but nowhere near as bad as she used to be. She has her bitch's tendencies, but that's more just tsundere shit. But that's just kind of my whole thing with girls. It's like, I'd rather have a silent cheerleader than an ignorant bitch trying to tell me how the world works. I'm sorry. I tend not to fucking respect people who fucking talk down to me but don't even understand where the fuck I'm coming from. And that's the main thing I kind of hate, is that bitches like to fucking sit there and act like I'm on some chauvinistic shit just because I'm a guy, where the fuck is that coming from? So, but as I said, I like girls who are in the middle. I like a girl who knows how to act like a girl. For some reason, like these strong Zunete chicks have the fucking tendency to be like, I am the man in this situation when you can't just be my partner. Why the fuck does it have to turn into who's the man and who's the woman, who's the catcher, who's the pitcher? Why the fuck is it turning into that? Why isn't it just turning into I am the partner to you? We are partners in this particular relationship that is based upon love, trust, care, support, all the basic foundations of a relationship. What the fuck happened to that? Like, why is it now who's the man in the relationship? I fucking like, and you know the funny thing is, and I know I'm almost really going off a topic here, but just like that whole it's like it's like you have a stick shoved up so far your ass that at this point you look like a KKK member from just head sculpture alone. Like, Jesus, I don't know, but that's my whole thing. It's like anime. It's like certain anime chicks correlate to the type of girls I like. A lot of people go, why do you like a certain female chick? Why do you say a certain female chick is hot? That's weird. It's not weird. If you like the character, you like the personality, of course you're going to fucking like the... It's like if you like the design, you're going to think she's cute anyway. If you like her personality, that already makes... It's like, a lot of people go, oh, it's so weird to fall in love with an anime character, but I can understand why people would do it. I just don't see the point in it, you know, because it never will go anywhere. It's like, yeah, I fell in love with Hinata, and it's like, well, you know that's not going to go anywhere. It's like you can masturbate to hentai to her as much as you want, but nothing will be accomplished at the end of the day. You know, I'm just saying. So, I don't know, I kind of rambled a lot. Maybe that was me just ranting on the type of girls I don't like. But, you know, I'm just stating as a fact. Now, I use those kind of as base examples, mainly because those are the ones that came to my mind. I think Tsukiyumi is another example of a character I kind of like. The problem with Tsukiyumi is overly jealous from Sakurai. It's the Tsukiyumi I'm talking about. She's overly jealous, and that kind of irks me too. But as I said the characters are the closest personalities. I want a girl I can laugh and chill with, but at the same time, you know, will act like a girl. Because people need to understand there's a difference between men and women. You know, I don't date a girl to act like a boy. Because I would date a boy. The whole point. It's like it's like the tomgirl characters, you know, the tomboy characters. The girls who have boyish tendencies, you know, the girls who like to play sports, like to get violent, kind of like Konoe, where she's a girl, but she's a lot more like manly, I guess is the best way to put it. Like they're girls who click with boys more of a mental level. But the problem with tomboys is that they sometimes have the tendency to just act like boys, and you need to understand it's like we're not attracted to tomboys because they act like boys. Because they act like boys. We're attracted to tomboys because they're girls who have boyish tendencies. You know, girls who are still girls, but click a little bit better with boys than other girls do. That's the cool thing about tomboys. Not this fucking because you act like a boy. That'd be cool if we were basing a friendship off of it. If I'm talking about like dating and like relationships and marriage, I don't want to date someone exactly like me, because that's some egotistical weird shit, honestly. That's the other thing people need to realize. Like, the people who go, oh, she clicks with me on everything. She fucking has the same thoughts, the same taste. That's like the niggas who fall in love with anime characters. She likes the same food as me. We have the same birthday. We're like why would you want to be with yourself? Again, that's just weird. It's like some... It's kind of egotistical on a mixture of being egotistical and just fucking... I don't even know the other word I guess I would use to describe is egotistical and kind of dumb. It's like because that means the problems you have are going to become even more apparent when she exhibits the same problems you have, and it's like the whole point is just my whole thing. With relationships, you got a contrast. That's the reason why I would like a girlfriend who, you know, is very caring, but at the same time is very strong. Because a strong woman has the tendency to butt heads with you. And the whole point is, in marriage, you should butt heads. I should not... Honestly, your wife should be your best friend, honestly. To the point, or in the girl's case, your husband should be your best friend. And, you know, the whole anime falling in love bullshit, it's like, I like the shows that do it, but it's like most of the girls aren't really that close to the girls I would fuck with. I mean, as I said, the closest I've gotten so far in terms of girls who were that close to the characters I like, I mean women I like, is Kaya. And even Kaya has her problems. So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of went on more of a women tangent than anything else. So I'm so tired of this bitch anime girls and women, but I don't know. Oh man, this is fuck. But I don't know. If it made sense, you know, it's cool. You're cool to leave me a like and a favorite. Essentially, in the comment section below, just post what anime girls are the closest to, have the closest personalities to the type of girls you like, and then give me the, you know, the personality traits those girls have. And the same thing for the girls. But anyways, that's essentially the video. Life's a game, play to win. As I said, thoughts, comments, video responses are always welcome. And man, I hope this turns out okay. Oh, Jesus. I'll catch you guys later.
Peace out.